nobody's coming to feed these animals for us, right? Nobody's coming to refill the water, repair the fence, clean the pens, pay the feed bill, finish the paperwork, make the phone calls, file the claims, or force us to get out of bed when we don't feel like moving, right? People might encourage us. People might offer advice. Somebody might even offer to help for the day, okay? But at the end of it all, these responsibilities still belong to us, okay? That is a hard truth a lot of people do not want to hear. No one is coming to live your life for you. No one is coming to consistently carry every responsibility you refuse to carry yourself. You may receive help. You may receive guidance. God may place good people in your path. But eventually, you still have to stand up, take that next step, and do what needs to be done at the end of the day. Okay? Seriously. Today, I want to talk honestly about responsibility, disappointment, helping people who disappear, and protecting your household. You know, learning to stop waiting for someone else to rescue you. We all know somebody who's not getting out of bed. Okay? Welcome back to DiamondTrail Ranch. By the way, the bed thing is a metaphor. You'll see. Stick around, you'll see what I'm talking about. This video is a little different from our usual animal care and homesteading videos. Absolutely, right? But honestly, it connects to homesteading more than you might initially think. I really thought this is something we should talk about in 2026, okay? Homesteading teaches responsibility very quickly. The animals don't care whether you're motivated. They don't care, okay? The weather doesn't wait for you to become emotionally prepared. There's a massive storm sitting off the coast of Florida right now, okay? The animals don't care. The bills are not going to disappear because you're stressed out. The deadline doesn't move because you procrastinated. Get out of bed. The broken fence isn't going to repair itself. The paperwork sitting on the table does not complete itself, okay? At the end of the day, it's not. Life is going to move. It's going to keep going. It's hard. Being a mopey J-Rad is hard. It is, man. You got to get up. At some point, you have to move with it. It's not about pretending we never need help. Absolutely not, okay? Hi, Minnie Cow. She's a pretty girl. Everybody needs some help sometimes. Seriously, it's about understanding that help cannot replace personal responsibility. One of the clearest lessons animals teach you is that responsibility does not disappear when you are tired. It just doesn't. That's par for the course with homesteading, guys. The modern frontier we're living in right now. I got another video I'm actually working on with that. Friends, you're going to wake up sick. You're going to wake up discouraged, upset, sad. You might have slept wrong. Headache. You might have a headache going on for 3 days because you did too much outside or something, or you're overwhelmed. You may not feel mentally prepared for another day, okay? You're not alone. Everybody in the world is feeling this stuff, guys. You may not feel mentally prepared for another day. I'm saying it again and again. Seriously, that's par for the course, guys. The horses are still waiting for hay. You know what I'm saying? The goats still need the food. The ducks still need that clean water, even though they are probably going to destroy it 5 minutes later. Ducks are par for the course when it comes to destroying beautiful things. I've seen some setups out there that look like a realtor selling a home. You know, they're doing a showing. I've seen some funny posts like, look at our brand new setup. Yeah, wait till you put those ducks in there. It's kind of funny. The horses are still waiting for the hay at the end of the day. You know, the ducks still need that clean water. The goats still need the food. It's par for the course, guys. The chickens still need to be checked. The dogs still need care. Living creatures are depending on you. That does not mean you should ignore serious illness or never ask for assistance. It means that when you accept responsibility, it's a whole nother, you know, really, it's your responsibilities. They still exist, okay? The discipline, it's all there, all of it. So you're going to get overwhelmed, like I said. Somebody, they can help you build your resume. Someone can tell you to call the doctor, those kinds of things. They can tell you what things to complete, you know, they can show you where to go, those kinds of things. Eventually, what I'm getting at is you have to make your feet move. You have to put one foot in front of the other. You got to pick your hand up. There's a point where more advice just becomes another form of avoidance. honestly. You already know the next step. That's how it is. You're simply hoping someone else will take it for you, right? So most of the time, here's the deal. Those people, they can't. That's not how that works. So, we believe in helping people, 100%. I believe neighbors should help neighbors. Families should support one another. Churches should care for people, because the church is the people, right? Not the building. Communities should really come together. It's just the getting out of bed thing that I mentioned earlier. It's a metaphor. Help each other out. The American frontier, especially if you live in this country, was not founded on laying in bed. Okay? I had a whole nother video on that I'm working on. Illnesses happen. I get it. Disabilities, obviously, grief, disasters, unexpected hardships. It can overwhelm even a responsible person. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. So there's no shame in needing the help, but there is an important difference between helping someone and permanently carrying someone who refuses to walk. Healthy people will say, I will stand beside you while you take the step. An unhealthy rescue is what I'm going to call it, is when someone says, I will keep taking every step for you while you avoid responsibility. That's sorry. Not sorry. Helping someone should ideally move them toward greater stability, knowledge, and capability. Rescuing someone over and over can accidentally teach them that their responsibility will always become somebody else's emergency. Compassion matters. Okay? You can ruin yourself trying to save someone who has no intention of changing. One of the most frustrating experiences is helping someone through a problem and then watching them disappear. You give them your time, you research the answer, you make the phone calls, you explain everything. You may even spend some money, rearrange your schedule, or take time away from your family to help their family. And then once they get what they needed, they vanish. No thank you, no follow-up, no relationship, something they return only when sometimes they only return when the next problem hits, right? You know what that's called? It's called being used. Straightforward, it's called being used. So cut ties there, move on. Sometimes it's a slap in the face reality check that's what's going on there, but it is. Not everybody values your time the way that you do. This video is about you valuing you. You have to value yourself. I'm sorry, but it's a hard truth. Not everybody who asks for help wants a relationship. Some people only want access to your ability, your knowledge, maybe your money, your connections, I hate that. It really bothers me, that kind of stuff. Your equipment or your labor. It's painful to accept, but that's really the world we live in. There's people who show up quietly and consistently. There's people who help without expecting recognition. The lesson is that, kindness needs wisdom. Help people because it's right, not because you believe helping them guarantees loyalty. It doesn't. Gratitude cannot be forced. Friendship cannot be purchased through favors, and sacrifice does not automatically create a permanent bond. The truth is, the thing is, most people are primarily focused on their own lives, right? That's, they're thinking about their own bills, their own children, their own jobs, their own health, their own future. That doesn't always make them evil. It doesn't make anybody inherently evil, right? Sometimes it just makes them human. You might spend all day worrying about something that happened to you while the other person barely remembers it. You may be hoping, someone notices you're struggling while everyone else around you is waiting for someone to notice them. You may assume people understand what you need, but they may be too overwhelmed to see it. That is why silently waiting for rescue can become dangerous. People cannot always read your mind. Some will show up, some won't show up. Some people want to help and they just don't know how. Some people just truly don't care at the end of the day. You got to learn to recognize the difference without ever, allowing every disappointment to poison your heart. Seriously. If you got to cut the tie and move on, cut the tie and move on. If you're in the situation where you can homestead, you are more than capable of cutting the tie and moving on. Take care of yourself, man, because do you see all this? This stuff doesn't care about that. You know what I'm saying? They don't care at the end of the day. Looking at you, Bean. Hi, Bean. We got another book on the way, Arnold and Bean and the Big Storm. Pretty excited. You guys should check it out. Don't know if you guys saw the first book we did yet. It's for children. We're doing a series, Arnold and Bean. This is Bean here. It's very exciting. I hope you guys check it out. I'll have a link in the video description. It's also on our channel. It's on our website too, DiamondTrailRanch.com. Check it out. It's for children who are just going through a lot. You know, we have all of our children are neurodivergent, so we're targeting that audience. So helping people with loud noises, you know, anxieties, anxiousness, you know. Anyway, your inner circle, even if it's your homestead, it's got to come first. You know, you can't save everyone while neglecting the people God has directly entrusted to you. That's what matters. Your household, your wife, okay? Your wife, okay? I'm telling you, I say that again, your wife, and then your children, and then your animals, your health, your bills, your property, your peace. There's nothing honorable about exhausting every resource on people outside of your home while your own family is struggling, okay? Sometimes people will call you selfish, you know, when you finally create that boundary. There's a difference between selfishness and stewardship. Selfishness says, only I matter. Stewardship says, guys, look, man, I've got limited time, energy, money, and strength, and I have to use them responsibly. I cannot pay for that. You're allowed to say that. I cannot keep fixing this for you. I cannot keep fixing you. I've already shown you what to do. I care about you, but the next step belongs to you. I need to take care of my family. Those are not cruel statements. Sometimes they are the most honest and loving statements you can make. Your circle does not need to be large. I'm sure if you're in homesteading, you understand about small circles, okay? This community seems to be very well aware of that, you know? And generally, if you're homesteading, you can't reach into your neighbor's window from your window on your home and hand them, I don't know, a stick of butter or something like some of these new neighborhoods popping up. But your circle needs to be trustworthy. Pay attention, you know, to who's respecting your boundaries, who celebrates your successes, and who doesn't just vanish. Like, what is that, man? I don't know. Anyway, it might sound harsh. Nobody owes you a rescue. People should treat one another with compassion. Communities need cooperation. Families should support one another. Seriously. Really. Maybe your parents didn't prepare you. Maybe someone failed you. Maybe you were mistreated. You know, maybe you started with fewer resources or less support or more hardships than other people. Yeah, that affects you. It does. That matters, and it can create real obstacles in life. You know, eventually you got to face the difficult choice, though. Will the people who failed you continue controlling the rest of your life? Will the people who failed you continue controlling the rest of your life? I say it again. You may not be responsible for what happened to you, okay? But you are responsible for what you do later, okay? Seriously, it doesn't erase the past, and it doesn't excuse anyone who hurt you. It simply returns some of the power to your hands. You know, I like to say I've only got two hands, but it's your hands, okay? Use them. You got 2 feet, use them. Seriously, you can't change every circumstance, but you can often, take that step. Take that step forward. Seriously, move your foot forward, make the call, pick up the phone, clean one thing, apply for one opportunity if you can, ask one honest question, start with one chore, complete one page on that document you've been putting off. I'm telling you guys, one step is not the entire journey, it's a movement. A lot of people are waiting to feel ready to start, ready to apply, ready to apologize, ready, the state of readiness, man. The state of readiness is like, I'll do it tomorrow, in my opinion. That's procrastination. Ready to make that appointment. Ready to return to church. Ready to confront the problem. Ready to repair the relationship. Ready to change their life. Readiness, guys, it's after the movement, not before it. You don't always gain confidence and then act, guys. Come on. Sometimes you act while afraid and then the confidence comes later. I know this is a lot to take in. It's just stuff that I think really needs to be addressed by the homesteading community, Don't wait for the perfect circumstances. Perfect circumstances aren't... If you're homesteading, tell me in the comments when you've had a perfect circumstance for anything. That's called a blessing, friends. By the way, illnesses can be blessings too. I know I just threw that out there, but you'd be surprised. Start tired, start afraid, start with limited resources, start with that headache, start imperfectly. Guys, start. Self-reliance, you can become so disappointed in people that you stop trusting anyone, okay? That's just the fact. You can become proud of needing nobody. You can turn pain into isolation. That's not a strength. Real strength is knowing that you can carry responsibility without becoming hard-hearted. You can maintain boundaries and still be compassionate. You can protect your household without becoming cruel. You can stop rescuing people, my rooster, without enjoying their failures. Okay, you can accept help without becoming dependent. And you can help others without making yourself responsible for every outcome. Be capable, remain teachable, be careful, do not become cold. Be generous, use your wisdom, and be strong. Guys, at the end of all of this, exactly, Rue, be humble is what I'm trying to say. Okay, Christians, we believe God helps us. We believe in prayer, we believe in grace. We believe God can open doors, send people, receive people, to and fro, provide those resources, give that wisdom, and strengthen us when we're weak. I'm not talking about just what am I looking for? The Easter and Christmas Christians, I'm talking about daily life. You have to walk with Christ every day. I'm serious, at the end of the day, trusting God is not the same as refusing to act. Faith is not laziness with religious language placed over it. You can pray for a job and still have to complete that application. Guys, you can pray for better health and still have to attend your appointments, okay? Seriously, you can pray for financial stability, right? And still have to make difficult choices. You can pray for a harvest and still have to put the seeds in the ground, okay? The Bible repeatedly connects faith with obedience, wisdom, diligence, and work. God may send help. He may place somebody beside you, okay? He may provide exactly what you could not provide for yourself, but that does not mean you sit still while neglecting what He has already placed in your hands. Sometimes the answer to your prayers begins with the strength to get out of bed. Sometimes it begins with making that phone call. Sometimes it begins with admitting that you need help, and sometimes it begins with accepting that nobody else can take your next step for you, okay? Homestead has taught me that problems don't fix themselves. Weak fences become broken fences. Bills teach responsibilities, priorities, things of that nature. The animals are going to teach you that patience. Ignoring, reality does not change reality. Failure is going to teach you humility, for real. You're not building a homestead on one heroic day. You're just not. When everything feels overwhelming, stop looking at the entire mountain. I'm serious. Open that letter, read that email, gather the documents, ask for that clarification, message your doctor, call your doctor. Seriously, tell somebody trustworthy what you're trying to accomplish. Planning is useful. The feed has to reach the bucket. The document has to be submitted. The appointment has to be scheduled. The conversation has to happen. Guys, the hard truth is that nobody's coming to consistently do it for you. At the end of the day, people might help you. People might guide you. People might pray for you. People might walk beside you. And when good people show up, appreciate them. Shout out to our neighbor. Do not take anybody for granted. Seriously, get up, feed the animals. Don't sit there and wait for a rescuer. I know too many people that do that. I do. I really do. Make the call, file the claim, turn in your paperwork. Do it yourself, man. Pay what you can, ask for help where you genuinely need it, and protect your household. Build your inner circle carefully. Stop giving unlimited access to people who only appear when they need something. Don't allow disappointments to make you bitter. Do not let failure convince you that you're helpless. Do not confuse one difficult season with the end of your story. You may not be able to fix everything today, but that's fine. You can take responsibility for the next step, okay? Nobody's going to take that step for you, but with God's help, you can take it. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Has life ever forced you to stop waiting for somebody else to take responsibility for yourself and your own situation? I'm serious, man. Have you ever helped somebody repeatedly only to have them flake out on you and disappear? How do you balance compassion with a healthy boundary? I don't know. You let me know. It's just something that's been on our mind. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoy honest conversations about homesteading, we have so many videos and playlists on all of our animals. Check out our website. Stay safe and God bless.